Do you struggle to make time for your creativity? I was finding that during the summer holidays, I wasn't getting any time to be creative, and I decided that I was going to start a creativity challenge and challenge myself to spend 5 minutes a day creating. So, if you're in my Facebook group or if you've been following me, you'll have seen some of my posts talking about this. And I wanted to show you what I've managed to create in the last 2 weeks. So, I've been running this creativity challenge now since the beginning of August, and at the beginning, I hadn't created anything. I would have gone through the month not creating anything, but just having 5 minutes a day has made a massive difference, and I'm going to show you what I've made. For my 5 minutes a day, I wanted something that was really accessible, really easy, something that wasn't going to give me any pressure to create an outcome or make anything that felt really precious. So I decided to use these magazines which we get through the door, and I've got a video about it on my YouTube channel and in my Facebook group. So if you want to come and join the challenge after you've watched this video, then DM me the word creativity and I will send you all the relevant links. So I've taken these magazines because they're free and they're a great way to get started with just 5 minutes of creativity a day. This is the first page. This took me quite a few days, this page, to create, and I absolutely love what I've made. I've just kept adding to it, and yeah, it's just really lovely. And then this is the second page, and the reason that I've got two on the go is so that whilst I'm waiting for one to dry, I can carry on working with the other one. If you've only got a few minutes, it's a really good idea to have a couple of things on the go, because that way you're not wasting your time, and when you've only got limited time, waiting for something to dry and then not being able to do anything else. And I've just started this next page, and then I've started doing the front cover on this one, not done the back yet. So I've done a bit more on this one, the front cover, and my kids really enjoyed joining in with this one, so a lot of the doodles are their work, which was really nice to collaborate. And I'm just adding marks, adding paint, just whatever I feel like, starting with some collage pieces and just adding as I go. And it just feels really organic and really easy to just build a few minutes each day. And this I'm not quite sure. This is where I've got to with this page. I was thinking about maybe adding this piece somewhere, but I've not quite decided. And that's it. So you can see I've really built a lot of gorgeous pages in my journals, which if I hadn't have started just giving myself a few minutes each day, then I wouldn't have created anything like this. So really, I just wanted to come and tell you and encourage you to please, if you're interested in giving yourself a few minutes of creativity a day, I would love you to join us in our Facebook group, or you can just watch on YouTube and just grab some pens, grab some paint and get creating. If you haven't got a space clear, then that could be the first thing. Don't let that be a barrier for you. So take some time today, clear some space. Choose a space that you want to work in and clear some space. The next day, you could then choose something to work on. So grab an adult colouring book or grab some papers and some pens. Find an old magazine or an old book that you can work in and do some colouring, do some painting, but get those materials ready. So spending a few minutes clearing a space, the next day spending a few minutes gathering a few materials, and then the next day you'd be ready to create. So rather than feeling like I don't have anywhere to create, I haven't got my stuff together, I can't do it, just break it down, just a few minutes each day, and then by the third or fourth day you'll be ready to create and you'll be ready to start something, and you can look back after even a week and you would have had maybe 4 days of creating, and you might have finished one page in a journal or one painting. You could have a few small canvases on the go and create on those. It can be literally anything, but I just really want to encourage you to take some time for yourself. And when it's only a few minutes each day, you might think, well, it's not worth it, I can't get anything done in that time, but I've just shown you that you absolutely can. And like I said, these wouldn't have even been started if I had not have started giving myself just a few minutes each day. And you just build it as a habit, and because it's only a few minutes, you could do it while the kettle's boiling and you're making yourself a cup of tea in the mornings, and set aside those few minutes. I also took another old journal that I'd started, did something, I added some marks there, and I did a whole new page. So again, that's a book that I'd started and I'd only done about 3 pages in, and now I can finish that book because I've got a few minutes each day to just add to it, and I can look back at the end of August and I'll probably have 3 finished journals. And even if they're not finished, they're on their way, and that's just a lot of creativity going on, and that then sparks ideas for new things. So yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you, and I'd love you to come along for the journey.